Hey y'all, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to play with my mica stains from Tim Holtz Distressed Mica Stains. I showed them to you on a couple videos back, where I ordered them from Simon Says Stamp. And I mean, you can get them from a lot of places. But anyway, I'm going to show you kind of what I've already done. Now, not all of this is mica sprayed, but anyway, I think you can see that on this. Let me turn on one more light. See if this helps or not. I don't know if it will. Okay. Anyway, hopefully you can see. So, I've been using some of my die cuts and spraying them. Obviously, I'm going to, well, I say obviously. Some of these I'm going to use to make cards. But I also try to find a way to use them in my journals too. Because my craft supplies, I like to be versatile, you know. And although I do make a good number of cards, if I have something I can only use for cards, that's okay with me. But I thought since a lot of what I do on this channel is journal making or journaling, I thought I would try to find a way to use it in the journal too. But anyway, so I just want to show you what I've already done. I have this doily die. Let me show you. It's a Sizzix Thinlit. It's Eileen Hall. Yeah, I know, right? It's not Tim Holtz. Imagine that. So I cut out a couple of them, and I thought that I would try to, I'm going to try to do this on video. I hope I have enough space right here to do this with you, but we'll try it and see how it turns out. So these are some that I sprayed with the yellow, the Harvest Moon, and then I sprayed with the Burning Ember. So that's what that ended up looking like. And let me see if I have shadows here. And you get when you use sprays, you get a very organic look. So they're not like this one has more yellow poking through. This one doesn't. Depends on how much you spray and whatever. And they do take a little while to dry. So I also, well, let me just keep showing you. So these are some leaves that I die cut out of white paper, white cardstock. And I used the mica spray. I used the Harvest Moon and the same combination, the Harvest Moon, Burning Ember. And I might have sprayed a little bit of the red, let's see, Tart Cranberry. It's kind of an orangey red. So these are some that I did that. No, this one's not. And again, if you look at them up close, you see that they kind of have that organic and then a little bit of the mica metallic look to them. This one more so than the others, I think. Anyway, so that was where I used only the mica stains. Now this bowl, I had already, see, there's another one of those. And here are, I'm trying to think of what I did. Okay, so before I did these, before I got the mica sprays, I had already cut out, oh, here's more that I did. Well, I'll get them together in a minute. Now this one, I don't know, it has I think I used the same combination, but see how different they turn out? That one almost has a silvery, it also matters in what order you do them in, because some of the mica in them is like a goldish color and some of it's more of a silver metallic or bronze. Anyway, okay, so that's just using mica spray. Now these I had already done before I got my mica sprays. Now I ink blended these oak leaves and maple leaves. And I liked them. I thought they looked great until I got my mica spray. And then now to me they look boring. I'm like, oh no. So anyway, I think that, like that one, it's little, but I think that's one that I had ink blended in yellow and then just did a couple little spritz of the Burning Ember on top of it. That's what I think with that one. Now, these oak leaves, you see the difference. This is one that's just ink blended, And this is one that is ink blended, but has just a few little splatters of, you know, because you don't have to cover the whole thing. I think I used the Decayed, and I think that's the Burning Ember. Because I didn't want these yellow or red because they're oak leaves. So I think this Decayed is kind of it's this color. If you didn't see that video, I showed you all of these when I first got them. But anyway, so there's that. And yeah, I think here's another oak leaf that I did with the same combination. A little bit of Decayed splatters, and because you don't have to spray them. You could open the bottle and flick the thing. I'm not there yet because maybe when my bottles get low, I might do that. But anyway, so there's those. This is a maple leaf that I had ink blended and then splattered some little mica splatters on it. And I really like that. And here are a couple of more. So you can see how they all turn out a little different. So this one, if you remember me showing you, I cut down some cardstock and I covered them in the mica. I wanted to see what the difference was with one that I covered the paper and then die cut. I wanted to see which one I like better. This one actually uses more spray, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think. This is also a different die cut. I forgot about that. I started with a Lawn Fawn and then I went to the Tim Holtz. I do like that one though. Anyway, but you can see the difference a little bit. And this is more of a solid color, more of a solid bronze. This one is a little more, the ones that I sprayed after I die cut them, they're a little more organic because you're just getting little bits of the spray on them. So I think for future, I'm going to use the die cut, then spray them. So if you're playing with if you got some, I know I had a couple questions after that video about how I use my mica sprays and how to use the mica sprays. There's lots of how-to videos. There's a lot of people that are using them right now, but I thought since you asked, I would just do some with you. I almost said on TV, whatever, you know what I mean, on the video. So I'm going to kind of pour those back in there. When I've ordered some more micas, and I've ordered some of his regular distress spray. I've already put these pumpkins together, but when I get my orange, I'm going to spray some pumpkins to see what they look like. But I don't have a true orange right now. So anyway, that's what I did. So I'm going to spray some with you today. If I can fit all this underneath my camera. I have, let's see, let me move this paper. I'm going to put down my little Teflon sheet here so I don't make such a mess. Now, I also have I don't have Tim Holtz has a splatter box that's for this. It's kind of like this box. This was one, and I had another one. I threw it away, and I wish I hadn't. But see, this is what I've been doing. Now, at first, I was just spraying in the box, and it stays wet, so you get your hands all messy when you pick them up unless you let the whole thing dry. Then I got smart because I'm a waste not, want not, or waste not anyway. I want a lot of things. I just try not to waste. So I started putting a piece of cardstock in the bottom because look how much spray, when you're spraying the die cuts, look how much spray stays behind. So I figure once I get this filled up, then I can still die cut out of this. I can use almost all of it. So that's my tip for the day, if nobody else tells you. This one I thought was kind of cool. This is where I splattered some of those oak leaves, and I thought that was really cool. I was going to use that as a journaling spot in my journal, or writing spot, you know what I mean. So anyway, I have another box that I'm going to use, seeing how I didn't have a second one, and I want one with like the greens and the Decayed and Iron Gate, which is kind of the greens and silvers. And then the one I just showed you, I'm going to use for like the reds, orange, yellow, the warmer colors. And then you have the lighter, the cooler colors, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, which you don't have to separate them like that. I just did. So this is, I looked around for a little plastic tote because the plastic you can at least wash out. And this is one of those 12 by 12 scrapbook paper holders. And so I thought, because you really need that flap on the back so that when you spray, it doesn't get everywhere, because it'll go forward and down. So this one fits 12 by 12 paper. So this is just a cream colored piece of cardstock that I put in here. It's not very thick, but it is cardstock. So I'm going to use this one for, I have a white piece. It doesn't matter. Because it's going to be covered in spray. So anyway, that's how I'm like trying to not waste my stuff. So which one do we want to do first? I'm going to put one doily in each. And then these, I already die cut bunch of the maple leaves. And then I die cut some of these oak leaves. And except for this and regular leaves, I'm going to, I did them out of colored cardstock because I want to, the other ones I had ink blended first. If I'm going to use the spray, I want to do it because I don't want to ink blend. You know what I mean? I don't mind ink blending, but why ink blend it if you're just going to splatter it? If you don't have to. So I wanted to see how these turned out. I did them out of like a chocolate colored cardstock. This is like a little twig and a couple little oak leaves. Well, maybe if I just poured them out in my hand, that would help. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. Alrighty. And I have crud in my box. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to do this in like green. No, I don't want these to have green on them. So I'm going to kind of separate them. I want these kind of splattered with the Decayed, I think. And just see how that turns out. I might spritz a little bit of yellow. I'm not sure. But these I'm going to do green and Iron Gate maybe. One thing, somebody asked me, oh, I also have the Fortune Teller, the purple. Ooh, maybe I can do that in, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really done anything purple yet other than this. And it is very pretty. And you know I'm not much of a purple person, but that's for Halloween or something like that. I think it's great. And you might love purple, and that's great. Okay, one person asked me, at least one person, maybe two, people asked me, have my bottles gotten clogged yet? And I'm like, no, not yet. Give them time, because I've heard that they do clog. But if you can see how that, can you see how that residue settles on the bottom? See all that shiny? Well, when you shake it up, it starts breaking up. Can you see that? So let me shake it up some more. And you really got to kind of, you know, get that ball loose in there. See how it's starting to break up? Okay. And keep shaking it until the whole, you can't see any of that metallic on the bottom. Because the nozzle that goes, the little straw part of the nozzle goes all the way to the bottom. And if you don't shake it up, that is going to suck up just like 100% mica. And that is going to clog. Okay, so see the difference? Hope you can see that. Now the Decayed looks very green, but I know it's not. This is, it's kind of a greenish gray. This is the Decayed, and this is the Iron Gate. And then this is the green that I have, Wicked Elixir. What I got was the Halloween version. My Christmas set hasn't come yet. Where I have like a true red, and what I got was like from the seasonal. He has two seasons, the Halloween and then the holiday. So let's see, Iron Gate. I'm I'm gonna do some of this decayed first. I hope you can see. Okay. All right, this is decayed. All right. Kind of showing up a little green on that, which is fine. This is Iron Gate. I don't really want Iron Gate on my leaves too much. I mean on my green leaves. I mainly want them like right here. Oop. Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out, so we'll see. But see, then all that gets on that background paper, and then after I do enough of them, then they won't. Oh, I forgot to spray my doily. There. After it, you know, the background gets covered, then you can use that to die cut. So here we go again with the Wicked Elixir. See, it took a minute to even hear that ball. Shaking it side to side. Now this is going to get on your hand, so if you want to use gloves or something, you know, it does stain because it is called mica stain. Most of his stuff is water soluble, or like his distress ink and stuff like that. You can wash off your hands pretty easy. This, on the other hand, is not so much. And it does, like my red one has gotten all in the cap, and I need to clean that off. That's how I ended up with that finger red this morning. Oop. Shake it so hard I threw it. Okay, so I don't really want the green too much on those, but I do want to see what it's going to look like. Well, maybe I'll do a little bit on one. I just want to see what it's going to look like. And also you get a different effect if you let the first layer dry before applying another layer. I, however, am probably not going to see it already settled again. So every time you use them, you have to shake them. Anyway, I'm probably not going to, I'm not going to let these dry before I spray them. Or, you know, put the next layer on. And it does matter in which order. I think I already said that. It matters in which order you do them. Now, I know that this is a warm, but I think I'm going to put a couple drops of yellow on these. What did I do? Oh, no, I did a little bit of burning ember on them, didn't I? I'm going to do a couple with a little yellow, a little bit. And then I'll do a little bit of burning ember. And I just used these earlier, but you really have to shake them up a lot and really check to make sure, because see, I can tell that there's mica on that half. So just keep shaking till you don't see any more mica on the bottom of the bottle. And that part is a little bit, oh, look at that decayed with that silver, or maybe that's the Iron Gate, I don't know. Okay, I just wanted one square. I don't want to mix that where I did the green so much. But, because, well, I mean, I guess the leaves are brown, so that wouldn't be horrible. No, I'm going to let this dry. I'm tempted to add a little purple to this doily up here where it doesn't have anything up here. I'm tempted. Why not? Or I could add, well, I was going to say, or I can add a little red. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to let this one dry. I don't know if it will dry by the end of the video, or maybe I will have to, I'm just putting the lid down so that I can move it. But, and then just setting it over here under the ceiling fan. Now, they do take a while to dry. And I'm going to bring this box in. And I already did some of these in those colors. I might Yeah, I guess I should have done it in the other box. Let's see. These are predominantly the, oh, I think this was just the red and the yellow. Maybe I will do more primarily yellow. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to do a bunch of these leaves. Oh, the other thing is I'm going to see how this one's almost full. I'm going to take this one out, and I have an envelope, one of those white mailer envelopes. And I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm going to put it with the mailer side out. It just does fit in that box. And then, well, and then once that dries, it'll look cool on the envelope, right? Wondering if I should turn the leaves this way. It may not matter too much. I don't know. I'm overthinking this. I'll just do them. Because the reason why I want them kind of this way is I like to do the more yellow here, or the more red here and yellow up top. But we're just going to let them fall organically. And see what happens. How many more do I have? Okay, I have a bunch of little ones. I did wonder how fast this would run out. But we will find out. Because I've been using it a good bit. Just trying to get these spread out. You don't want them to overlap. I do know that. All right, I'm going to start with the yellow. All right, I'm going to start with the yellow. Now, if you do the yellow first, it does get overpowered by the red and the burning ember. The tart cranberry or whatever. Ooh, that's purple. I don't want purple. Here we go, burning ember. I have more of a Christmas red coming because I realized that the tart cranberry. Okay, well, you can do that too. And that falls organically, right? There we go. I should have probably mixed that with water, and I could have made it go further. I wasn't exactly done getting all the mica off the bottom, but okay. That's still cool. Look at where that splattered on there. That looks really cool. And if you do kind of vary it a little, don't just do like whole sprays. Whole spray is going to give you a uniform mist. And the half spray is going to give you a little bit bigger blobs. I don't know if you can see that. Like, this is kind of a half spray, and I'm getting bigger blobs on my, and then it's going to give you a variance in your patterns and your color. So now I'm going to spray some of the tart cranberry on it. And I do want to leave a little of the yellow shining through, or showing through. Let's see. A little bit more. So the other stuff is shipped. I don't know how many more mica stains I got though, because I kind of did a double take, because not a double take. I unshopped some of them and just wanted some of the regular. I don't have many of his just distress ink sprays. I really didn't see the need in them initially, but now I see the value in them. And now I want all the things, right? So I tried to just get the few colors that I need. Okay, now see, I sprayed a fine mist of red on that one. And it helps if you angle up the box too a little. But anyway, and like I said, you can unscrew this and flick the little straw thing, but it is messy. So, how many of you have some of these? Okay. I have a hard time still learning the half spray, you know, that mist, like the half squirt. So we'll see. Those are kind of, let me add a little bit of the yellow back to them, seeing as how I went a little happy with the, I don't want them to all come out looking like they're burning ember. You know what I mean? So, like, if I'd have done the burning ember first and then the yellow, look at the difference. Can you see the yellow in that at all? And they're going to have, the yellow has almost like a silvery mica stain, or the mica, the metallic in it. And so I think that's how I got that one that was kind of more silver on top. But anyway, I don't know if you can see, like that one in the middle has some blobs. And those blobs are cool because, well, real leaves have, like, you know, leaf rust and other blobs on them. So I kind of wish, one of the colors that I kind of wish I had gotten, and I can't remember what I have coming, but one of the things I wish I had gotten was, like a brown. So we'll see what, I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look what I ordered. It should be here this weekend. And what else was I going to do with you today? Oh, I've got ink all over my hands. Maybe it won't get on this. I was putting together a fall card. Let me put all my sprays up. And let's see, I was going to spray, that's right, I was going to spray index card to use it as a journal spot in my journal today, and I forgot to put that in the box to be sprayed. But I thought maybe, oh, I also meant, I have this Happy Fall die. It looks like this. I just cut that out of like a ember or rust color cardstock. I was gonna spray, let me see if I can, give me just a second. I have another box. Let me see if I can do this, because I did want to do that and show you. I'm going to do the card too, and I'm going to do the Happy Fall, and I'm going to do that leaf a little bit, and what else? I think I want a little bit on that leaf. So let's do, I'm going to do the tart cranberry first this time and see what that comes out, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what it looks like with the yellow on top versus the red on top. Or I'll do the yellow then the burning ember. So that's looking very, you can barely see that, but it's looking very speckled. Because I'm not doing, I'm doing a better job at not doing the full sprays. Right? So that was burning ember. The burning ember and the tart cranberry are very similar. If you were to spray them just with those colors, singly, you would be able to tell the difference, because this was burning ember and this was tart cranberry by itself. So it still has a little gold shimmer, and but it has a red, a little bit more red, but they're very similar colors. So like I said, I have another red coming, and I thought maybe, although some of the leaves that I just sprayed were on this card, so I might not be able to put that together, but this is kind of how I use them. You know, we got a pumpkin, we got a little wheat thing, we have a die cut here, and then you just sort of place your leaves and twigs around like this. And I guess I'm not going to be able to put the card together completely because I could bring you back after they dry. That I could do. So let's do that. I'll pause the video and I will bring you back after they dry. Okay, let's look at what we got. It's dry. It's the next day. They dry later that night, but I couldn't get back to it. So anyway, I took this. This is that envelope. I took it out of the box. So let's look at that. Oh, that looks cool. I think there's some spots on here, like that one is still a little wet. Isn't that funny? Yep. But isn't that cool? So now I have an envelope that's pretty darn cool. And obviously I need to either heat set it or just let it completely dry. But isn't that awesome? I can put a label on it and mail it. I'm hoping it's showing up in camera as pretty as it is. So, all right, I'm going to set this off to the side. And let's look at our leaves and our doily. Now, these are the ones we had before. So they look very similar. These are a little darker. I think I used more of the tart cranberry. But, you know, all in all, still very similar. And these are the leaves that we sprayed. Okay, see, like, I like that. That has a little bit of variation. It almost has too much white on it. But you can always spray more. So, I thought about going back and kind of hitting these with a red. That little more of the tart cranberry. But anyway, they are beautiful. And these little ones are so cute. So, okay. So, let's look. I'm going to set these, well, here, I'll set these back in this bowl. And that, I mean, even letting them dry, as far as the dry time on them is more, but the work time on them was so much less than ink blending each individual one. So here's the one in this box. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, so get that out of the way. And this is the one we did in the elixir, the Wicked Elixir, which was kind of a lime green, metallic lime green. And this is how this, and then we shot a little bit of that potion. Oh, what is the purple called? Fortune Teller. And that turned out pretty cute. It's very silvery green. It might need a little more. I could always go back and hit it with a little more of that, the purple. But these leaves turned out really cool. They do have some big, large silver. Okay, this is the one that was a white, I think, was a white background. And these are ones that, well, it's easy enough to tell. Okay, so those are green cardstock. And yep, and that's the white one. So you can tell a little bit of a difference. The background did make a difference. So I'm going to put these in here. These are just a little bit darker because they started off a little darker. I'm not 100% sure I like that much silver. I don't know. Let's see how they look on a card. These right here, I love. I'll have to go back and watch the video because I can't. Well, yes, I can. I can see the splashes. So these two right here, I came back with the Burning Ember. I think that's Burning Ember. And shot that over the green and the... What is that other one called? Wicked Elixir and Decayed. That's what I used on these. But then I came back and hit it a little bit with that Burning Ember. Can you see them? Maybe if I put them on something white. Well, the back of this is a little dirty, but it's not dirty. It's just where the inks come through. So can you see that? Can you see the metallic in them? Those two, I really, really like that. Okay, so I know I want to do that again. That was the chocolate background. They look like a leaf I just picked up out of the yard that was a dried oak leaf, you know? They got a hint of metallic on them. Okay, this one I hit with the green, an extra shot. The green has a very silver metallic to it. So I like I probably like the ones that I hit with the, yeah, see these right here to me have a little too much silver on top. So I would go back and hit them again with the, probably the Burning Ember, I think. Or, yeah, I think so. I don't know. My other inks are supposed to be here tomorrow, so I might wait. But in the meantime, and then I have this as a starting base with my, I think this looks so good. So I might cut that out. That would be a great card base, or fold this and make a journal page, right? Anyway, that's a 12 by 12. So let's bring back out this card and see what we can do with it. Now, obviously the pumpkin is not metallicized at all. Is that a word? I think it's a word. I might should have spritzed that wheat a little bit, but I'm gonna see if I like this twig any better than this one. It definitely is a deeper, well, I started with that chocolate brown too, remember? That real dark brown. But I just want a variety of colors. I know I'm gonna have to snip this off. I'm just not sure where. Let me go ahead and snip a little bit of it, because I know I need to shorten that. It was sticking out below my pumpkin. And for the background, this is a craft card base. This was a white sheet of cardstock that I inked an embossing folder, a wood grain embossing folder. And then this little gold kind of honey mustard or mustard yellow is a thinlit frame die. It's from Simon Says Stamp. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Okay. Oh, you know what? I colored the wrong side of that leaf. Well, let's see if we notice. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Okay. I notice it. I know it. So, I wasn't sure if I even wanted green. I've got this little splash of green, you know, from the pumpkin. I'm not 100% sure I want these green leaves in here. These are great for like behind a sunflower or poinsettia or something like that. But I just, oh, I'm missing a maple leaf. That's what I'm missing. Let's put a large maple leaf back here and see what we think. Okay, I don't think I want all the things shimmery. I'm going to pull that out. Slide this over. And let's see what we think. I think I want to scoot it all the way down. I probably need to tack that in place. I want the pumpkin, and I want them to underlap. Is that a word? Underlap? If not, it should be. You have overlap. I want underlap. I want the happy to overlap the pumpkin just a hair. Some of them I raised the pumpkin up. I put it up on a little foam square. But I don't want to do that because I want the option to mail these. So, yeah, I think I kind of like that. I don't know. I think I want that standing up. I think I just want this in the background. I don't know. I'm going to try and see if I like. This looks so bland compared to that metallic. So once I have metallic on it, it's like it all has to be metallic. You know what I mean? All right, I kind of like it. I do like, these are the oak leaves that I ink blended. I like these too, whereas this is the darker one that started off that chocolate brown. I'm almost thinking I like that one better. But I do like that dark. Yeah, it gives it a variety. It gives it a color, more of a color variety, because that is a dark. Yeah. So the pumpkin's going to kind of be just in the center. And, you know, actually the pumpkin can overlap the happy a little bit. Okay, that makes it easier because now I can go ahead and glue the happy fall on. And that will make this a whole lot easier. Because then I don't have to wonder about my placement. You know what I mean? Make sure that there's enough room for all of it. My glasses on. They're on top of my head again. If my eyes were on top of my head, the glasses would work just fine on the top of my head, but they don't. All right. So this is a little time consuming, but you know, you just kind of getting, you don't have to put it everywhere, but all right, I want this kind of falling over the front card panel like that. Usually I have a big square block, stamping block, kind of like this one, but bigger. I have a larger one that's heavy. I thought I had it in here. Anyway, and it makes a good weight to glue something flat. Okay, so now I can just add everything. If I was going to put, let me move all this. If I was going to put a dot, a foam dot on this, it'd be easy because I would just go ahead and put that pumpkin down and I could slide everything in. But because I'm not, I'm just going to put glue right in the center and get the pumpkin where I want it. I think that's where I want it. Now I'm going to put everything around it. So see, it'll tuck in like that, and I'll just have to cut down that wheat a little bit more. Let me try that. I kind of want, I'm almost thinking I want that wheat to kind of protrude up into that corner. What do you think? And I think I'm gonna kind of scoot that one right there. I like this oak leaf. I like for this stem to show, and I haven't quite figured out how to do that, but yet make it look tucked under. I don't know what it is about that leaf. I think I just like the stem on it. I'm not sure. That's why I keep trying to poke it out to where it's not just in it like that. And maybe it doesn't matter, but I like the stem on it. So that's why I'm continuing to fiddle with it. Nope. Nope, I'm just playing. All right, I might have to forget about the stem part. I think I want, I do like that there. Where's my little twig? And he's just kind of extra. I don't like it. Let's see, get under there. Under the pumpkin. Oops, somebody's hot rodding down my street. All right, I'm pretty sure that the wheat is going to go here. And I'm going to put glue on the top and the bottom of the wheat, and that way it will stick to that pumpkin too. It'll make the pumpkin stick in that area. But I'm pretty sure that's where I want the wheat. So that's one less thing that's moving around. Uh-oh. I got... All right, well, I can cover that up with another leaf. Let's see, I have more leaves. I had a little bit of ink on my finger. And that was a little bit of wet glue right there. So, note to self, don't do that. I have a little maple leaf that, or some kind of leaf that I can put there. Don't think I want two of the same. that pumpkin's like all the way glued right there. Or, I'm just playing. This is part of the process, you know. Just kind of playing around with it. Seeing what I like. What would that look like there? Huh. Well, might like that a little bit better. No, it looks too, something looks too forced. I wish I hadn't done that. But, oh, there we go. I covered it up. I fixed it. Okay, so the twig is going to be here. This one is going to be here. And I might put another leaf back. Come on, twig, move. Like this and like that. I want that behind that leaf. And then I'm just going to have to get over. I'm just going to have to get over it. I wish I had gotten another pumpkin set, like a die set. I don't have another one that is... Here we go. This is the little leaf I was looking for. Because I think I like the maple kind of off to this side like this. I definitely want this yellow or this green pumpkin right here. And I mean, I could put the twig right there, but nah. I like that right there. And if I don't worry about the wheat, and then I just cover it with, I have all kinds of small little leaves. Let's see what we have. Well, I do have another pumpkin. I wasn't planning on putting 2 pumpkins on this card. No, that's too much. Too much, too much. Let's see. A lot of these are not sprayed, or they're just sprayed like little droplets. Nope. I think that one's too big to go over there. And this one is very silver. I don't think I like that. This one might work on here. Since it's on this left side, that might actually work. And I can move this little oak leaf. I was watching a video this morning, a girl making a card. Okay, I kind of like that. And she was talking about manhandling the die cuts. I'm like, yep, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I have an oak leaf that is curved like this. Let me see if I can see like this one, but it goes like that. See if I can find, I know what I'm looking for. I just gotta find it now. Oh, here's one. Come here. It just won't be as dark. That might look pretty good. And it doesn't even have to be tucked under the orange pumpkin. It can just be tucked under the, like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that down here. I do like that leaf here, even though I'm not 100% sure it says fall. I don't know. We'll see. Well, you know, the stuff where I live, fall is, we still have a lot of green stuff and most of the brown stuff. What we don't have are these really pretty maple leaves. And yeah, I'm not, let me see if there's one with more color variation. That might look better. Okay, that might be happier on my eyeballs. All right, so I'm going to, oops, well, I was trying to glue it without moving it, but I guess that's not going to happen. So, Let me see. Get this with these tweezers. And because I like them kind of hanging off this edge right here, this front panel. I like them going off the edge of that. And then this one will be right here. This video is going to be forever. Oh yeah. Forever. I'll lean it. I didn't mean for this part to take this long, but I should have known. Because it's, you know, like making decisions, and that's not exactly my strong suit. That may have to go up. There we go. I needed them to overlap a little bit more. Okay. The more you get glued down, the easier it gets, because it's less that moves around. And so as you're, you know, scooting in and out other pieces, you don't have as much that's moving every time you scoot something. There we go. So like this whole side's glued down now. And then now I got to get that. I can't let it run off the side of the card. Let me see if I can lift that. A little bit. I'm still trying to have this thing on the right side, aren't I? Yep. Yep, I still want it on the right side. Alrighty, well, if it wants to live there, it can live there. Do we like that? I suppose. There we go. That might be better. I didn't like being able to see that stem. Although I do want, I wish I had tucked that maple leaf up under there a little bit more. There is an easier way to do this. I did not go that route. Okay, I don't have glue on the very top. All right, so this green leaf, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I kind of do it because we have the green on this side. I do kind of like it. And all right, so now I just want to fill. I'm gonna put a couple of little cute little leaves down here. Oh, that one's up. Well, shoot. Yeah, I sprayed the wrong side of some of these. You really can't tell, but I can. I think I want this one. I had this one down here. So I like that one there. And I like this one. Yeah. Overlapping that pumpkin a little bit. And then I might try to find something that can go up here. Oh. How about a little one? That might work. Just a very nondescript leaf. Okay, so I like that there. I like that there. I had, oh, here it is. This little yellow leaf, I had it like right here. I like that. So if we like it, let's glue it down. Okay. Alrighty. This little guy. Maybe I won't go all the way in the corner with them, because that's like every corner almost. I was almost thinking I don't think I can tuck it up underneath there now, but I almost wanted it to look like leaves were falling. You know what I mean? Kind of falling off the pile. So I like actually where it just organically fell right there. I like that placement because it was natural. It surely did fall right there. And yeah, that way they just kind of look like they're falling off this pile. Okay. And it would be ideal to use some dimension, like some foam tape or whatever, but I would like to be able to mail some of these, and I don't necessarily want to pay, like, you know, Uber postage for them. Anybody know how much that cost? Uber postage? Yeah. Yeah, I just made that up. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. One of these will probably work. It doesn't have to be tucked up. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have to be tucked under. It can be on top. It's just a cute little oak leaf. It's very dark though. Let's try a cute little maple leaf. Seeing how we have an oak leaf right there already. Let's move this little guy and let's try. Oh, it is right there on a maple leaf though, isn't it? Well, phooey. That one might have actually worked better. I think I have another one of those somewhere in here. I have all kinds of, look at these cute little, aren't they precious? Aren't they just precious? Do you know how hard they were to ink blend? Those little itty bitty tiny guys. But they're so cute. Okay, so come here, little guy. Yeah. That's not bad. No, I think I want him in there. There we go. So I like him right there. We already have one right there, but there. All right, I'm just going to stick that one here. I like it. It covers up that little gap. So I'm going with it. And it overlaps the pumpkin a little bit. It's overlapping this pumpkin, so it looks like it just kind of fell on the pile, right? And I want to put a little glue blob right there just to hold that leaf down. And I'm going to, well, you have to fall right side up, though. No, never mind. That didn't work. That was a nice try, though. Nice try. I mean, obviously, I don't want to do it to where you can't read the pile, you know? I mean, the words. Because we already have, we have 3 oak leaves. We have 2 maple leaves. I need another one of these. I know I had more in here. Or I thought I did. More yellow ones. Oh, there we are. I did not spray them, but there. What do you think about that? I mean, we do have one of those right there. Yeah, I like that. That makes me happier. Behind the oak leaf. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, Messy Missy plays with leaves. So, I have lots of leaves. What do you think? Not too bad. Glue that little stem down. Probably not a good idea to do with, you know, ink on your hands. It doesn't have an inside greeting yet. What do you think? Okay, so if you made it this far in the video, leave a comment below if you'd like this card. If you want to be entered for the chance to win the card, just comment Happy Fall, and I will use a randomizer and pick a random comment. In the United States, I want to be able to just put it in my mailbox instead of being, you know, not having to go up to the post office. And, well, I appreciate you watching this. And I hope that you like the mica sprays. I know it's not exactly a journaling video, but I told you I would make a card on video at some point, but it wasn't necessarily start to finish, but it's a start, right? But I wanted to show you how I was using those die cuts now that I've sprayed most of them. So, anyway, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.